Hello YouTube, Ryan Fan17 here. Today I'm going to be making a long overdue video of the ceiling fans in my house. It's been years since I've done one of these. I will also include my collection in this video. So first I'm going to start out with the Odin in the living room. I recently made a demonstration of this fan. But here it is again. It is on speed 2 right now on forward. Here's the remote for it. It's a DC motor. It has 9 blades. And I have to say it actually goes with the space pretty well. I mean, its size actually works. The size of this space and the size of this fan, it actually doesn't look too bad. So and it does put out, it's very quiet, and it does put out a great amount of air. I've probably already mentioned some of this stuff in the video of the Odin, but I thought I would mention it again. So yeah. Alright guys, next fan in the house is the Montebello. You guys have seen this many times, and I've even made a video of it on YouTube of the speeds. So not too much to say about this. However, in my collection, a ton has changed since the last time I have made a video. Like, of all the fans in my collection, there's like a bunch of stuff that has happened. And especially now, because I've had to move some stuff out of the way. These 2 doors, this door right here and this door right here, are getting replaced. So for that to happen, I had to move stuff out of the way of the doors, and I put all my stuff over here under the rig, kind of gathered up. And I figured, what better time to make a video of the fans in my collection than when they're all gathered up like this. So, we're first going to start over here. This is a, this is kind of an oddball thing. It's a fan, but it has a heater in it. It's like a heater fan, basically. Let's see. It is made by, the logo says South Pacific. Apparently it's like made by Supreme Fan or something like that. But it's unknown. The original maker of this fan is unknown, but that's the current brand on it. It's very interesting. I haven't had a chance to test it yet. But yeah, I got it off of eBay this for last winter. Japanese Lasco got from Lewis Weedman on Group Trip. Homestead Universal got from Samus Arnold on Group Trip. I think this is a Moss WF series I got from Mark Welker on Group Trip. I got a lot of these on Fanimation Group Trips. Again, these 2 plastic Emersons got both of these from Jeff on Group Trip. Jeff Doctor. There's a Fasco Charleston in there. I cannot actually remember who I got that from, but I got it on a Group Trip. I think this is a 3rd generation Charleston, but the weird thing about this is it's actually a remote controlled Charleston. So that's one of the interesting things about it I like so much. Brown and Brass Zephyr, I love this thing. These are the blades as wingtip blades. Again, I can't remember who I got this from, but I got it on a Group Trip. Same thing with the Delta 1 over here. I think it was on the same Group Trip, got from someone, can't remember who. It may have been Lewis Weedman, I'm not sure. Hunter Sojourn, I got this from Habitat last summer. There's a Tropical Breeze, a Moss Tropical Breeze over here, and a Moss Tropical Breeze over there, and I got both of these from a restore several years back. New Tone Slimline got maybe about 2 years ago at a restore. Contech, I got this from Reese when I met him at his house in August 2017. I bought this from him. Sierra, I got from Jeff at Group Trip. Zephyr, right there, I got from a restore a few years ago. Moss, this is the same one I got the pedal from. I actually made a video of me finding all this stuff. Pedals in the box over there, we'll get to that. Moss Heirloom, I believe, right there. I believe I also got that from a restore. Yeah, I got it from a restore. 2 Panamas over there. Again, I got them from a restore. 1895 restore. St. Louis Fan Company there. Restore. That one's a pretty recent find. This is... What is that? What does that say? It says... It looks like... Yeah, that doesn't look like a brand. So I'm not actually sure what that is. Let's see, is there any other tag on it? I don't think so. I believe I also got that from a restore. Moss Caribbean Breeze spinner with stencil. There are the blades for it. The stencil's not showing. I have them facing the other way, but it has stencil. I have a video of this one. Some of these I've made videos of. Some of them I have yet to test. I got this from Mark Welker at a group trip. Let's see. Yeah, I got the 2 Panamas. Delta 2, polished brass and white. I got this from a restore. New Tone Veranda Deluxe. I believe I got that from Lewis Weedman at a group trip. And I've been working on... That one has like a wiring issue with it that I've been trying to figure out for like the longest time. And I've kind of delayed that a little bit. I have a video of it working on just high, but it's like I think it was originally on a wall control, so they did something to the wiring, and I have to figure out the right way to wire it back now. So, yeah, that's a work in progress. But once I do that, I'll make a remake of it on like the speeds and stuff and with the knob. It looks like that is a... I want to say Ventura, but that might be... It's like a Four Seasons, but it's Intelli. Well, yeah, I'm trying to think. Is it? I can't even remember if it has 4 blades or 5 blades. I think it has 5. I think that would make it a Ventura, but I could be way off. It's IntelliTouch, so... Actually, if one of you could tell me... Make sure I'm getting that right. That would be helpful. Well, yeah, I'd pull it out and see what the sticker says, but maybe I'll do that after this video and I'll put it in the description or something. Alright, here's a banana fan. I got this from Jeff at Group Trip. Here's a Lady Delta. Got this from Dan Spiffy Newman, shipped. 36-inch Charleston. Got from Brian A. Peterson at Group Trip. This is an Evergo. I got it from a restore, Evergo top mount spinner thing. Hunter Original over there, got it at restore. Fasco Parlor fan over there, got it from someone at Group Trip, I think Lewis Weedman, but I'm not sure. There's a Palmer top mount back there. I'm gonna zoom. I got that from Gabe Justice not too long ago when I met him up last winter. Met up with him. There's a chocolate. I like to call it the chocolate 1895 now because the finish is technically chocolate and it's a newer 1895 that looks a little like an Emerson Legend, but it has like 1895 blade arms. Got that from a restore a couple of years ago. Grand Lodge right there, that came right from my living room. It's kind of a childhood fan. It's newer, but I kind of like it. I kind of want to keep it for memory's sake. So, yeah, I haven't put it up on the rig yet, but I might do that eventually. We'll see. Two new tones back there. New Tone Sea Island, I think I got that off of Craigslist. New Tone Decorator, again, got that shipped from Dan with the Lady Delta. Oops. So and there is still, I think in here there is a moss. There's a moss, what am I trying to say? I think it actually might be another Caribbean breeze. It was like, I remember reading on the thing. Yeah, I think it was a moss, or no, it was moss tropical breeze. That's right. That's a Caribbean breeze. This is a tropical breeze. I'm not going to open the box, but there's a video of it on YouTube. It is brown with a gold nut on the bottom, etc. 4 blades. Yeah, sorry about that confusion, guys. And then there was an Ellen Roth Santa Cruz back there. That is definitely probably not going to stay in my collection. However, I got it from a friend, and I want to test it. I kind of want to see what kind of air it puts out, etc. and stuff. I've been curious even about the quality of these, even though they're newer. So, yeah. It's in the box there. We got a couple Hunter Originals. There's some stuff over here, too. I couldn't put everything over there. Oh, and by the way, Pedal is in the box there. Emerson Pedal's in the box, which I just mentioned earlier, but yeah, there's a video of that on YouTube. Brown Hunter Original got from Mark Welker a few years ago. This one I got very recently from someone named Andrew Wu on the last group trip. So I have 3 Hunter Originals in like completely different variations now. This is a Fasco Old South. I got this from Connor. This is a Montgomery Word. I got from Mark Welker on a group trip. And then here from Matthew Cody, I got a 4 Seasons in here. You can kind of see it there. It's in there. It's in the bubble wrap. There. And the blades are, I think these are the blades for it. And then there's the 2 Victorians that are in the box. There's 2 Victorians that are in the box over there. Oh, and then there's the one I have installed on the rig right now. This one needs WD-40. Bearings are very stiff on it. I thought about hanging this up in my room, but it doesn't really go with the theme, and the light hangs down kind of low. So, but I'm definitely going to keep this one. It's pretty cool. It's Emerson Casablanca Classic. And I think that is everything. Yeah, there's some light kits. This is the weird light kit that came with the New Tone Sea Island. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it. It was like it used to have a schoolhouse light, according to the owner, and then apparently his wife wanted a new light kit, so they put this Harbor. I think it's a Harbor Breeze light kit, but it goes with the New Tone Sea Island that's back there. And yeah, oh, and then there's something in here. I can't remember. I have like so many fans now that I honestly have a hard time remembering. I'm gonna cut the video now though. If there is something in there worth sharing, I will put the video back on. If not, next scene. Alright guys, as it turns out, this box was actually, this was actually what this came in. However, I did actually forget a few fans. I forgot about the Kata, the polished brass Kata top mount spinner. I got this from a store a couple of years ago. This is an Airmaster that looks a lot like the New Tone Pro Line Safer that I got from Metal Pete at a group trip. I think he got a bunch of these out of a grocery store. And a lot of different fan collectors got them, and I got one of them right there. I believe I forgot about these two over here as well. Polished, an antique brass 1895. I have a video of this. Stencil. It's got a pretty long down rod. I got it from a restore about a year ago. St. Louis Fan Company. This is one of my more recent finds that I got from a restore that recently opened up near me. It was in the back. I got it out of the back. And then I also forgot about this little thing up here. It's Edison Desk Fan. It's late 60s. I got from a friend for my birthday. It needs oil. Yeah, I got it for my birthday, 2018 last year. Yeah, needs oil. It's a pretty interesting, I think they're fairly common, but still. This is my first, and still right now my only desk fan, desk fan in my, collection, or portable fan. But I'm probably going to start collecting a few more portable fans and box fans, although my main interest is ceiling fans. I recently found portables and desk fans, box fans, etc. pretty interesting as well. So, yeah, I think that covers everything, so moving on. Alright guys, here is, the Sears turn of the century that is installed in my room. This is technically also part of my collection. I decided to install this up in my room. It's been up here for a couple years now, and I'm probably going to change it out maybe this summer. I'm just trying to find the right fan. Yeah, like I said, this one has been up for quite a while, and I'm kind of ready for a change. However, I've actually not yet made a video of it, so I'm going to do that. Well, I think I have, but then I never uploaded it to YouTube, and then it got deleted. It's one of those things I've just never really gotten around to. So I'm going to do that now. But before I do, I'm going to briefly show there's a lot of junk in here, but under this stuff here, there's the Harbor Breeze Aura that used to be in here, and I've kind of kept it in the closet. But yeah, ever since I took it down and replaced it with this. But I'll definitely keep the Aura. It's definitely weird, but I'll keep it because it's actually, and again, it's a childhood fan, just like the Grand Lodge. It's the first fan I ever had in here. There used to be, there was not an electrical box here when we moved. See, cool design here on the globe. I actually pulled this globe off another fan. Let's see, what speed is it on right now? I think this is speed 1. There's actually 4 speeds. It's a 4-speed fan. These blades are not original either. When I got this fan from a restore. Probably maybe a month or 2 before I put it up in here. And the blades are not original. They came off another one of these. I actually sold the motor for the, I got a polished brass one of these from, Mark Wilson at a group trip. So, I decided I'd take the blades off of those and put them on here. And they are polished brass. You can kind of tell by looking at it closely, but when you look at it from a distance, it's not like it's a huge, you notice, completely or anything. It doesn't look that bad, even though the finishes don't quite match. You can see the top of the blades were painted white. That's how they came on the other one I got from Mark Wilson. Someone painted the blades white. However, the other side has remained untouched, and there's a little bit of white spray paint that got on the other side of the blades, but not enough that it's like a huge eyesore or anything. Alright, so this is speed 1, yeah, I believe this is speed 1. Yeah, this is off. Alright, so it's basically like low 1, low 2, medium, high. This is low 2. Medium. You can see the flywheel is a little out of place. Yeah, I don't know if it'll pick up on video camera. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. And it does make some bearing noise. All the venting that covered up the motor housing, it all came out, so that doesn't help much either. That's one of the other reasons I would like to probably put another fan up in here, because this one does make quite a bit of bearing noise. It's a little wobbly on high, but it's not too bad wobble-wise, and you can see it's blowing papers around, so it definitely puts out quite a bit of air. It probably more shakes than wobbles on high. Right. It's actually not making too much noise right now, though, which is good. But sometimes it's really noisy. Right, here's light with on high. And we'll do spin down. And something you'll notice is that when they were apparently whoever and whenever whenever the alleged person spray painted the blades on this, they left one of the sides showing the cane, and then they painted on the cane side, or not cane, stencil. They painted on the stencil side of 3 of the blades, and then they painted on the plain side of this blade right here. So I have to say that isn't the greatest thing ever. I wish they would have been consistent. Honestly, I wish they would have not spray painted the blades at all. That would be my first choice. Second choice, if they had to spray paint these, they could have at least looked at the sides and made sure they all matched. Of course, they probably didn't care because they were having the white side facing down, so they would not notice at all. But yeah, again, it isn't like a huge eyesore or anything. Alright. And then the next fan is the final fan is right up here. Won't take too long, it's just the Roth Mason. Again, you guys have seen this many times. I have a demonstration of it. the remote is really bad for it. The battery keeps dying. Like, whenever we get a new battery for the remote, it dies like 2 months later. So we've kind of just given up on replacing the remote battery, and it's stuck on high right now. I think it's been like that for at least a couple years now. We don't use it a lot. But yeah, there it is. And here's a top view of the Odin. Alright, so that's the fans in my house. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give a like, comment, rate, and subscribe.